All right, we're back from our auditory issues. Hopefully, and we were just trying to deal with the rampaging Glabrezu and this opened portal, open. Still kind of hard to tell exactly, although its structure seems to be formed. Car's trying to push the Spine Devil off the altar. Perhaps it is thinking it is part of its fuel source, with this black ooze pouring out of the devil and down into the pool that is seemingly fueling the portal itself. Okay, so I want you go ahead and make an athletics check.
I'll use my bardic inspiration if I feel like I need to.
No, it seems like you're able to kind of get in and find a spot that's not just completely coated on the corpse itself, and then just give it a mighty heave, pushing it off and onto the ground, off of the altar. Okay, so he had used healing word bonus, move, action, anything.
Yep, I've done it all, I believe.
Okay, now your turn's over. It's now your turn.
Okay.
Strangely enough, you went twice in a row last fight too, didn't you?
Yeah.
You have to stop rolling back to back.
Wait. I don't have a lot, but that magic missile seemed to do a little damage before, so.
Do her up.
Bing, 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 bing. Ooh. Bing, ping, the big pings.
Yeah!
Fucker up.
How do you want to do this?
Is he still holding Lumo?
Yeah, he let him go and grabbed him again.
I just want to I'm going for the like near the wrist or the elbow where he's holding Lumo, just to try to help Lumo break free.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the three missiles dart forward, aiming right for the joint of the arm, punching holes right through the flesh, severing the tendons and the connective tissue as his arm kind of flops off to the side, landing helplessly on the ground with Lumo, and with a raging screech. You can hear it squeal out in pain as it falls over backwards, landing into the muck.
Ooh.
As it splashes up all around him, you can see it eating away at his flesh.
Are we out of initiative?
Yes, that would be.
Okay. Even if we weren't enough, I guess. I just want to
Magic.
I want to give Steen a little potion.
Okay.
So, come on, big guy. Let's get you back. So if you want to roll a normal potion, Steen.
Okay.
I peek out from behind the statue.
See the
car takes a step back.
Peek out, you see the Glabrezu laying there with its flesh just literally rotting off of it, just slowly, just kind of like melting into the goop. Portal still swirls overhead.
I want to investigate. I guess Carl wants to investigate this altar. Maybe a religion check. I don't know if or just looking at the altar. Can I come up? Can I smash it That's what I want to know.
You want to smash? Can I smash? Me smash? Me smash? Yeah, the altar wouldn't be hard to break.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to break the altar.
Thank you.
And it's been a little bit of time, just kind of smashing into it, and just kind of topples over, and then just breaks into several pieces.
I mean, you second one.
I also have 8 more heals to hand out.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Go ahead and rapid fire cannon those.
Is okay. So this statue is different than the other statues. So I'm just gonna give a religion check on this one, I guess. At least it's different than the arcane file.
No, yeah, it is actually different. I did not really describe the. I'm actually double checking because there's two different ones that have the name. There's two different devils that are names are very close together. One, and I don't want to get them mixed up between another game that uses the same uses the hill names.
And Karkota says to just everyone's like, what, is this what Lodrin spoke of? Was there any more specific instructions to close this portal?
I point at the spine devil and say, he said that the demon was being sacrificed to something, to summon something greater. And I think that was the one that he was tied to. And that was the one that was being summoned.
I guess there's no vegetation down here at all, right?
Oh, it's a big negative on vegetation.
Okay. And Lodrin's plant growth staff, that plant growth takes vegetation that's here. It can't make it where it's not. I guess let alone on desecrated ground, but
Right. Well, I think there's two effects on plant growth, but I don't know. Actually, just look at this because it mimics the staff mimics the spell plant growth. If you want to look at it, just look up that spell real quick while I'm grabbing this other thing.
Izzy's also going to ask Car, do you know how holy water is made?
I would have to ask Drad when he's got a second. I would assume this is me, but I'd just say some holy things above water. But I was thinking about that too. Next time we had some downtime, I was going to try to start, if I could, blessing us some water. Yeah, they both look like they take normal plants. Just thought it would be poetic if I shoved this staff in that dude's eye and made plants grow out of them, but
That would be awesome.
is it not coming up? Okay. It put itself somewhere else, but I think we're good.
Oh, what?
The statue behind the altar is a giant demon god. Where were the religion rolls at? Let's see.
I rolled an 18.
That's what I rolled, but it was Arcana, not religion.
I
That's
rolled
fine.
like a
Between the heels.
15.
Yeah.
Does it look like that was one of the ones that was on the door, right?
This is not one that was on the door.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
This is not one on the door. This is Asmodeus. Asmodeus is the king of demons, most powerful of the 9 archdevils that inhabit hell.
Is anyone else looking at the statue right now? I guess I'll share that with him. Asmodeus, King of Hell.
Can we destroy this?
Maybe if you had a big ass hammer or something.
Yeah, I could not find a good thing to put in as a statue that gave the picture of Asmodeus any justice onto the actual. That's the closest I could get.
Oh, it's fine.
You know that Asmodeus, so he is the king of the devils. He's the only one that actually rules over the other archdevils. So there's 9 total archdevils, each for its own level of hell, and he is, of course, the epitome of that. And he's the only one that rules over the others. All the others are relatively equal in some way or another, but he is the Zeus of the devil world.
I have a question about Bijou. Would she know if Thunderwave would be able to push over the statue?
I don't know that, like, from an engineering standpoint, it'd be difficult to just say for sure as far as how. I mean, it's heavy, it's big, huge, heavy rock. If with the right angle, maybe, but as a guarantee, you don't know.
Is there still the black goo?
Yes, it is still there, and the portal is still swirling in a way.
I want to try and take some.
I'm gonna try and push this corpse into the goo, into the portal.
Okay. And what do you mean by take some?
With my alchemy kit, I want to see if it can be put into a little glass vial.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably make do with doing that without getting any on you.
I just try to pick up if there's like a little pebble and sort of toss it in the middle. And does it seem like it sinks into some goo, into some dirt below it, or does it look like it goes somewhere else?
Into the goo itself, it kind of lands and it's very viscous, and for the most part, it kind of stays on the surface just a little bit, and then maybe sinks just
Even
a
in the
tiny
middle?
bit. Yeah, just a tiny bit, but it's not very deep.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's like a black hole or a portal. Like the goo itself is part of the portal. The portal is floating up overhead, where the vortex kind of coalesced and converged into a single thing where it was drawing on the ooze. And then you can kind of see, just like a twister out on the water, how it kind of draws the water up into it as part of its, movement. That was what was happening with the ooze into the portal. It was kind of spinning and whatnot overhead.
Karth was a little worried about possibly sending this beast back to its somewhere else if this was a working portal two-way, but with the rocks, he's not too worried about it. Let Steen does what he wants to do.
If anything's throwing the body back into the portal and destroying it would destroy any connection to this realm.
Yeah, the demon's bodies. I know this is in the other campaign, but we'd said that killing a demon would send it back to its own plane. Is that a thing?
That is a thing. Depends on the
But these.
demon,
Oh, okay.
on how their soul or spirit is connected, and the like. The more powerful demons, that is true. The lesser demons, not necessarily.
I'd like to take my magnifying glass and my dagger and see if I can find any weak points in this statue. I really don't like it.
The statue itself seems to be made out of obsidian, very similar to the other statue. It's the very smooth obsidian along the way. It does not seem to have any weak points in it. It doesn't appear to have been crafted by natural means. Obviously, it's not like the cave water didn't, make the statue. That doesn't mean like it was actually crafted by natural means either.
I'm gonna open up my pack and show Carr my growing collection of empty healing potion bottles, and let him know that if holy water is a thing that he knows how to make, I may have some things that he can use.
Yeah, Jad, you were looking up the name. I know is making holy water just me doing some holy speaking in front of bottles.
Okay, so the way you make holy water is so a cleric paladin may create holy water by performing a special ritual. The ritual takes 1 hour to perform, uses 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver, and requires the caster to expend a first level spell slot. The entry describes, single-use items such as a flask or potion bottle or something of the like.
How much can I make at one time?
One ritual, one spell slot, one single-use flask.
Wow. That's
Wow.
just about worthless.
All right, my last attempt.
I could make, at this moment, I could make 2 bottles before a long rest. That's assuming we don't fight anything. That's about all the energy I could muster, and then I would be pretty much tapped. Say this, Daisy.
Okay, maybe better to save it then. Would have been more helpful, I suppose, while we were doing our reconnaissance if we knew anything about what was going on down here.
I'm not even sure we had that much gold then.
doing? So she was going to do one more thing?
Well, I have a block and tackle. I was wondering if I could string it up and we all yanked on it. Maybe we could knock it over into the mess in the floor.
It's tall enough that it would, it would come close, if not, maybe it's hit the area of it. If you could pull it over. You could always try. But
I'm up for trying.
You're not going to know about success automatically. That's just...
But it is something I can try. So do you guys want to help me rig this thing up and try and pull them over or pull them over and maybe it'll break and maybe some of it'll fall into the ooze and so nobody else can use it again?
I'm not especially strong, but I can probably help you with the setup.
Well, it'll help us 4 times our weight together. Think maybe if we all work together, we can do this.
Car wants to know if statues hold any special power. Would he know that? Does that here? Or is it just a stone statue? I guess I'm asking in general.
There are statues that are statues, and there are statues that are not statues. In general, it's really hard to say. Without knowing exactly its power source or being able to, or detecting the magic on it itself, you don't have an innate way of knowing if this is just magically made stone, like obsidian, because it's pretty and they wanted it to be pretty, so they use magic to make it, or if it actually has any extra property.
Yeah, my reply, what if I helped, or what I would reply has to do if statues could have more power than just a statue. So, yeah.
Oh, if they could have, it's possible. Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You can store magic into, just about anything, from just a plain old ordinary rock to anything could have magic in it.
Yeah, I offer to help if that's what everyone wants to do.
Hook up the rigging.
Although we do still have to find whoever else may be down here.
Yes, but I don't want this guy to come back.
I think he needed the cultist to do that.
The cultist, the altar, and the blood.
Those are all pretty easy to find, I would think.
That whispering and creepy feeling, is that still there, or has that dissipated at all?
Yeah, it was when the silence fell. The whispering would have came back, and I did not reapply the bane to everyone. But yeah, it is there.
So the altar's been smashed. The portal looks like it's open, but everything else is dead, and it's just this statue standing here otherwise, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there doesn't look like there's anything coming out of any portal or anything like that. But the structure of the portal is definitely there.
Garth comes over to help too.
We will. We're going to need all of us, I think.
Got to make room for your stature, Lumo, when you're a god.
Okay, but make my statue bigger than I am right now.
So, what do we roll, Drad?
I would roll either strength or athletics. If you're proficient in athletics, otherwise just a straight strength. We shall see. Alright, group check. 11.
I'm back.
Strength or athletics, sir.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Bathroom.
Sorry.
Good old athletics. You guys need to work out more.
You do not think that even with all of your might that you could budget even a little bit.
Nope. Nope.
Pull and tug on the rope, and it just strains. But something beyond simple, just stone, although obsidian is exceedingly heavy. It should, with the forces in the right place, should still move a little. It doesn't budge even a little.
It was worth a try. What next?
Ooh, let me fire radiant bolts at it. Punch the portal right in its face.
Portal or the statue?
Oh, the portal. I've already punched the statue. It hurt.
Oh, yeah, you punched the other statue. Yeah, that did hurt.
I would like to fire some radiant bolts at the portal, though. And maybe generally at the black sludge as well. Pew, pew, pew.
I'm guessing the corpse just dissolved.
Attack roll. Yes. Yeah. As the energy from your bolt hits the portal, you can see where below it had coalesced and before it had coalesced and stopped moving. Now it begins to spin a small amount.
No, 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 no. That's not good.
Huh.
Right?
If I do know.
Lumo?
Yeah.
As you're firing the bolt, this one, the other one would have just square right into the open portal part of the ring that was created. This one would have missed wildly, but it seems to draw energy in on itself. So as the bolt was streaking off to the side, it curves and absorbs into the portal as it begins to spin slightly faster.
Is this like, on one hemisphere, it spins the water spins one way, on the other hemisphere, it spins the other way?
So so I don't know if I've made very clear. The portal is vertical. The pool is horizontal.
Yes.
Okay. No,
I didn't.
The
I didn't pick
portal
that up
is
before.
floating over, like I said earlier, with the whole typhoon, and it's up above it. It's drawing stuff up into the air where the portal is at, up above the ooze glowing on the
Is
ground.
Discord broken?
Yeah, but here's more what I was wondering, is that like if it was drawing dark energy from this demon and stuff, and it was spinning, and then it stopped when the ritual stopped, and now Lumo is shooting radiant holy energy into it. Is it like spinning the other way? Like maybe it's closing?
Oh, no, it is just absorbing energy. It is still drawing the light from the torch that was thrown near it earlier, as it's literally siphoning energy into it.
It's drawing from the torch. I'm going to go over and stamp out the torch. I'm like, nope, don't touch it. I stamp out the torch. Don't feed it. Don't even look at it.
So we should go out the door and close the door behind us?
Does it only spin as long as he's shooting stuff into it? Like when he stops, does it sort of slow down at all?
How long are we going to wait for that observation? It doesn't seem to do that immediately. Are we going to sit
Couple
around and
minutes?
wait for a couple minutes? Let's get a range of perceptions all the way across. Eagle eyes everywhere.
Just waiting for another big demon to pop out of that thing.
As time has, as just a few minutes of time has passed, it took almost no. It took very, very little time for the corpse to be absorbed, dissipate, and be absorbed into the ooze. And you can see that in just a few minutes' time, the ooze has started to recede very slowly towards the center.
Like it's being drawn up into the portal again? Or
Well,
like it's
the drawing has never, the drawing into the portal has never stopped.
okay.
Like the motion of it, like being suspended in by the stuff coming from the ground, has not ever stopped. But once the chanting and the energy flow from the cultists stopped, it stopped spinning. And then it started spinning again once it got another surge of power from the bolts.
Okay, so it's kind of like it's using two sources of fuel. Or one is like the black goo and the other is whatever energy is being channeled into it. Would that be sort of accurate?
I think that would make like so. One is the gas and one is the spark
Yeah,
for a combustion engine.
right.
Just wonder how many things they sacrificed to get that big black thing of ooze down there.
I think it all came out of that demon, right? Or that devil? Spine devil?
I don't know.
I didn't see anything else down here that might have been a source.
Also the cultist that got turned inside out, quite literally turned inside out. He got absorbed into. So he was off to the side. It was being lifted into the air, and then after he got turned inside out, he got absorbed into the portal.
Oh.
Or into the black goo in the portal and the whole structure.
Oh, so there could have been theoretically a whole bunch of other cultists in here that got turned inside out and eaten.
Cultists, citizens.
Oh no.
Who knows?
Okay, well, I think the worst thing right now would be if there are other cultists or somebody in here who could come back in and restart this thing up. So we should clear out this area and then see if we can find somebody who knows what to do about this mess. And she just kind of gestures at the whole thing. At the very least, if we can finish up here and then get off the compound, we may be able to contact our people again and see if we can get any advice on how to close this thing. Because I don't want to be tinkering with it and then accidentally, literally unleash hell. As much as I hate Tenaria, I still don't want to.
They wouldn't notice. They haven't so far.
Well, yeah.
So we should go rest for the night.
If you want to rest, I would do so briefly upstairs, but I don't want to. There could still be people down here.
So carry forth.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Okay.
Our combat effectiveness is fairly low at the moment.
Yep.
This is the halfway point. We won't see the end.
Well, it's like 6 p.m. or something right now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Maybe actually might even be a little later than that. Might be close to like 7 or 8. It's getting probably sundown outside.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go barricade some doors and give me a chance to use my arcane lock scroll.
Here, hold my hand, Lumo. I'll walk you out.
Lumo's still grappled. He is traumatized.
Still walking around with a pincer, wrapped around his body.
Too. Just dragging an arm like, fuck that guy.
Alright, I'm gonna spark up my torch now.
Yeah, so I don't think it's too bad of an idea to go upstairs and take a long rest. Use arcane lock on a door. Barricade it.
I close this door.
Yeah, close it. Yes.
But close it by trying to move the switch the other direction.
Yeah.
Moving the switch back and forth has no effect on the door.
I look for another button or lever.
Investigation. Scouring through and around, you see nothing, no physical mechanisms that would do such a thing. This door had to come into its closed position through some other means.
It may close from the inside.
Door that only closes from the inside?
I'm gonna take a potion.
Okay. Or it may just not. It may just only close through magical means, not through physical means. It only be open through mundane means.
We move ahead. Let's do it slowly and cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
Let our best sneakers in first.
Alright, so in an order, in a means to expediency, given a choice, would you choose left or right?
Left.
With no other indication of anything.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have.
Left.
Left. Through left,
Sounds
like a
good.
right. Trick
Right.
question.
Right.
I was hoping straight was a thing, but of course not. Of course, there's more things.
I don't feel we're equipped to go left right now.
And keeping close to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to be carrying my rapier out, by the way.
Okay. This is kind of the vantage you get as you move around. Start moving towards the left. As you approach, you start to peek around the corner, way off in the distance. You hear the sound of what sounds like a woman's scream.
From this direction?
Off to the distance to the left. You're still sneaking kind of up, so you hear the woman's scream from off in the distance. You look into the room.
Izzy's like resisting the urge to run ahead because Car said to go slow and carefully.
That's why I took the potion, because I thought you were about to run.
Yeah. It's real hard.
I'm letting you stay in the lead because you can move more stealthily.
You see, just as you kind of look around the corner, you see two women, one middle-aged, one late teens, maybe early 20s, take off dashing around the rocks off into the back, where you see a faint glow of light coming from. You see shambling after them four different undead of some sort that are cornering them back in the corner somewhere.
Now I'm running, dagger out.
Start to corral them in the back. Looks as though one that looks like this is leading a group of three smaller ones.
It's Skinny Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
It looks like that, doesn't it? Except for the tongue.
So there's a large one and three smaller ones. They're cheaping on me. They use the exact same damn image for ghouls and guests.
Yep. I want to huck my torch into there again. It's my good hucking torch.
You gain proficiency in throwing torches.
Yeah, when I see these things and that they're chasing some women, I'm basically gonna yell, more creepies, and then I'm running in and hucking my dagger at them.
Okay. Let's go ahead and the ghouls and gas do not seem to be paying you any mind. So you will have surprise on this round for them, but I need everyone to roll initiative.
Woohoo!
That's the wrong one. Take.
Look, car and cars are the same.
Because 0 has no value.
One second. And Izzy, you are in fact up first, and in the surprise room. Go ahead.
I can only run to about there from where I was. It's within my disadvantage range, though, so I'm gonna throw the dagger twice. Oh man,
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
That's super sad.
And it poofs back into my other hand.
Mhm.
And I miss.
It's 2020, right?
My torch? Yeah,
Yeah.
2020.
That's last time. And, oh yeah, sorry, Ghoul's surprised.
Dash, because I cannot do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, run in there and do my dodging.
Karth, on the other hand, is a spell sniper. He can cast this from the other room.
Really?
Sniper, yeah, from like way far away.
Nice.
240 feet for this.
Once I hit level 8, I'll be able to hit him.
Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so the blast hit him, boom, boom, in the back. As it's taking off, as it's just kind of lumbering forward, it just kind of, it still never turns around as it just takes a step, as it's like almost like windmilling with its arm, as it was like trying to lash out with a forward run with its arms extended, and it just falls over flat mid
And just
stride.
move. Get a better vantage point.
I'm gonna dash.
I'm just gonna move up a little bit and then check my dagger twice again.
Mm-hmm.
These guys seem fairly slow. slow or like easy to hit somehow.
Yeah, they're just very slow moving. They're not exactly zombies, they're moving faster than those, but... I mean, not something you would want to poke your head into a building full of them or anything,
Oh, no.
but, I mean, that would be a bad idea.
Oh, Bijou's running right in there.
I don't have anything left, so gotta go for it.
You know, ignoring all of its pain and damage, it just keeps lumbering on.
Sacred Flame, just in range.
Was that where the women had tucked into?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they were... You heard the scream, you ran at the corner, and you just saw just a glimpse of the middle-aged woman and the younger woman all dash into the little outcrop as the ghouls were chasing.
Move up to a Bijou.
Let's get him, car.
Still a little blood in my beard. So yeah, let's fuck these guys up.
Oh, well.
Alright, we're flinging some bolts.
Mhm.
Okay.
While the two smaller ones just continue to lumber on, the big one turns. And chases after Bijou. It goes forward and it rakes. It has long, extended claws, just jutting out from its fingertips, as it rakes Bijou right across the chest. Bijou, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. feel that the claws contain some kind of magical element that it was trying to lock up your movement and paralyze you, but you're able to fend it off. Couple 10s in a row with that bad boy.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, just see him running. I know there's some people screaming. And I just slowly maybe take
And
one
yeah.
step forward, pointing at him, just trying to line everything up for the shot.
in mid-stride, it just falls flat as it's chasing after. Never paying any mind, never turning, only chasing after its prey.
Now go ahead and just move up a little bit.
Another dash.
Running up a little bit and gonna stick a dagger in this one that was attacking Bijou, hopefully.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
And I've got buddies.
Mm-hmm. Get them buddies. Ooh!
Yeah!
Pleasantly sufficient.
Dagger poofs back into my hand, and I'm gonna chuck it at this one that's running.
Is that one just in range?
No, I have disadvantage on that one. It's only a 20-foot range. for
Oh,
my
it is only
dagger.
20. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
and then 60 for disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Pink.
Still hit it. Pink.
I call it a coward and cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay, yes. Hmm. Did not seem to do the save either. That's strange.
It shouldn't have taken any damage.
Yeah, it shouldn't have taken
Yeah,
any
it
damage.
shouldn't have taken any, yeah.
Okay.
You see the ghoul disappear just around the corner as you hear yet another woman's scream, sounding of terror.
Can I see anything more?
Yep, I think you can see. Emanating from just off to the left is some kind of light, some kind of lamplight or something along those lines, but you can just see the ghoul just barely right around the edge of the corner.
That jerk. I probably don't have that bardic inspiration anymore, do I?
No, I think you would still have it, but it doesn't work for that particular effect because it's them rolling the DC, not you, right? Unless Bardic Inspiration, unless you subtract. No, I think only...
You have to use it once within the next 10 minutes.
Oh, 10... Oh, does it only within 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure we would spend 10 minutes trying to knock down the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought it lasted an hour, or not 10 minutes. Yeah, no, it would that effect would have left you.
Alright. That's my move then.
Okay. Picking that bad boy up.
Mm-hmm. Now you can see that there is a glow of light coming from around that corner, off in the distance.
Okay, so that should be...
Like this.
Okay, well. I'm going there. And I'm gonna use my... to get there, step of the wind, and what can I see?
And there are... Stupid pointer! Two women huddling right in front of the bed.
Oh,
Kinda-
well, if I
Kind of like
saw
their
that
backs turned, hunched down, like, they obviously isn't going to actually do anything, but kind of
if I can't see you, you can't see me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I see that's happening, I'm gonna be, instead of running way up here, I've been running at the ghoul, like doing, well, return, gotta rescue.
Yes.
Whew.
That's all the things.
Alright, I'm going to give it on the next round, like if initiative were to stay for one more round, what would people do?
Run towards the women.
Make a medicine check to see the status of the woman.
Figure out where Luma went because I can't see.
Car would go towards Lumo, and Karth would just, if there were more enemies there, Karth may do a misty step too to close the distance, but Otherwise, he'd be making it that way.
Yep, just going up there to check on what's going on.
Okay, make the movement you would have made. If you would have moved and dashed, if you would have...
Okay, that would have been a dash. Yeah, I guess I would have Misty Step too.
And then you would have done medicine check. Go ahead and roll your medicine check. They don't appear to have been touched by either of the things that were chasing them. They don't have any obvious wounds or any of that, right?
Okay.
Talk to them, find out who they are.
I'm gonna be like, what if I said the word Azalea?
Azalea?
Or is that your word? Is that your name?
Azalea.
Azila. Apparently I can't say that word. I'm gonna say that to them.
Is say
Azala.
but Izzy's fine.
Yeah, I gotcha. I don't know. Just figure your mom would say your, proper.
Does the older one look like my mom? This is not where I was expecting to see her running away from ghouls.
As the two women stand up and turn around, they were kind of had their hands on either side of their head, and so you really couldn't tell, if they were half elves as well, or elves, or any of that kind of. It was difficult to tell with their dresses, and the way that they were like hunkered over, kind of fetal position, still standing. And they stand up and turn around. They are two human women. You see one. Everyone roll insight. Bijou and Izzy, you both get a strange suspicion that neither of these two women are visibly shaken. They were just chased by undead into this corner, and neither one of them, as they kind of stand up and turn around a little too calm.
I just reach out for Car's arm and pull it this isn't right. Get back kind of thing.
Detect good and evil. Can I do that?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, is it something I click?
No, I believe it is just simply what is the text that just say you can...
No. Okay, for the duration, 10 minutes. I know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me, as well as where the creature is located. And, of course, I can detect desecration.
I so want him to be able to detect me through being a celestial. That'd be so cool.
Can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
As you go to cast your spell, both of the ladies give just a beaming smile on her face, and then the one who looks like the older of the two just takes a half step forward and kind of peeks around the corner and then sees that Carr is actually fairly close. And then your spell goes off. And they are obviously undead. As soon as the spell goes off, an illusion on their face drops, and it's almost like the scene in the Fellowship of the Ring where Bilbo is all like, "Oh, give me the ring," he goes, "Ah!" like that, and it looks like real scary for just real,
Ugh.
except for their faces do that.
Wah!
You insolent, kind-hearted fools. We were merely the distraction. Sun has set and the doors have closed. You will not find entry tonight. The Dampeel will be born, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled. Our Lord prepares. And now, we put another barrier between you and him. Roll initiative.
Oh,
So what
man.
they're saying is we can't go out the big door now. Okay. No.
That's the wrong one.
Oh, I actually like that one. Oh,
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's too, cheery for undead.
Just like a bar
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
It's much too cheery for our Requiem, guys. Come on.
At that, both of the vampires lurch forward. Or not lurch, they dash forward. Ooh, that's relatively critical. That's good. It leaps forward, trying to latch onto you, slashing you across the back with their claws as she tries to sink her teeth into your neck.
Whew.
You wiggle just a little, just enough as she clashes her teeth together, just barely missing your flesh. In a similar way, the other one leaps over at Lumo, digging the claws into the back as it tries to bite for your neck. Able to just barely dodge out of the way as her teeth gnash, just barely missing flesh.
It's gonna be close, guys. Sorry. That bed's not important.
Nah, it's good.
She's off. Yeah, she's gonna get hit by that.
Do I hit both the vampire spells?
Yeah. You're good. The problem that you have is if you're shooting a fireball is you do not have point of line of sight to hit this spot to the impact point, which you need to have. Yeah, now you do. Oh, wow, they both rolled really well.
Light. Nice. Light.
He rolled really high in the damage, so it wasn't so bad.
Mm-hmm. Definitely over average. Oh, no potted plant.
I want to look at something real quick.
Okay.
That would be my saving throw, not theirs. No, never mind. It's gonna give you something happy, Drad, but maybe next time.
Give me something happy. I like happy.
Sides of Chaos doesn't work how I wanted it to work.
Mm-hmm.
She's there too. Are you just auto attacking?
Yeah.
Remember the green flame.
Yeah. I forget. I look at my spell slots and I'm like, oh, I forgot cantrip.
All right, we're gonna go punchy. All right, so guys, I'm just trying to figure out what the actual AC is, so I'm just working myself up here.
You know, information
fire.
is.
There you go. There you go.
All right, so it's around there.
15 or 16. Appreciate your dedication to your research.
All right, I'm gonna nope up over here actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Throwing some daggers. No good.
Gotta roll higher.
Okay. Come on, dice. Okay, we got
Okay.
one.
Hey, got one.
Oh wait.
Oh, the sneak attack.
Yep.
Crap.
Hit me with 46. Gotcha.
Okay.
Fixed.
And yeah, I think Luma's got the right idea.
I'm going to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
My inspiration, is that just give me advantage, or is that like an extra die?
That's advantage. That one, the one for
Yeah.
me is advantage.
Do I need to call that first?
Typically, yes, for that.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it.
Okay.
For cantrip, so sad. What? That shit. No, that's a save. It wouldn't help a save, would it?
No, it would
Sacred
not.
Flame.
No,
Oh,
no,
God damn it.
not for the enemy on this one. No.
all I can do, folks.
As you look at the vampire, you can see where she was attacked earlier. You see the wound that was there. You see the wound close. Even if you succeed on this particular stage, you will still lose. This time she swipes one way, and as you dodge out, she then takes the opportunity to latch onto your neck with a bite. Immediately, you feel a burning sensation in your neck. And she latches onto you and doesn't let go. Okay, hold up. Yeah, okay. So the first vampire spawn, the wounds begin to close. They did not close all the way, but they definitely, you could see that there were visibly wound closing when she began, and so did this one. She lunges on, Steen, unable to sink her teeth in.
I haven't had any selected.
Okay, so
was
anyone
Carl's
trained
turn.
in religion, give me a religion check. With some proficiency in religion.
So half proficiency?
Yeah, that would count, yeah. You both have the idea that divine energies that specifically divine energy could stop this regenerative process. If they were actually hit with some sort of divine energy.
Yeah, Kirk didn't really go to church.
Knows about religion because he hates cultists.
Fucking
Yeah.
cultist.
Favorite enemy.
The best way to beat them is to know them. Bucks, no whammies. Yeah.
Fuck, one. It needs to be, it's one, right?
Yeah, we
Fucking
did
want some
conclude
shit to
that.
go off. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, green flame blade.
it won't be quite as effective now they're not next to each other, but yeah, it's still more damage than an attack. Well, you need to see if you hit first. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had to roll it. Okay.
You just have to say you're using Green Flame Blade,
Oh.
then you attack,
okay.
and if you hit, then you add the effect, then you hit the damage. It's a lot like the sneak attack in that way.
Okay.
For the others, for the Paladin spells, those you have to cast before you attack. So that's
Okay.
that's the difference.
Oh, okay. Because they're spell slots.
Well, not only that, but you have to cast before you attack. It gives you a buff. For this, is you're actually casting the spell is what makes the attack. That's the difference.
Okay. Whacked on it.
I just want to say, if we have to fight Vampire Lumo, I'm just disconnecting.
He's rage quitting.
He's very weak. If he falls unconscious, who knows what would happen? But the vampires bite in him.
I want to reach in and get my decanter of endless water.
Okay.
And aim it at the wench and say geyser.
Okay. To repel you each from each other. Okay, let's see. How does that work exactly?
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action while holding decanter. Aim the geyser at the creature with a 30 feet of me, DC 13 strength saving throw.
Or take 1d4 bludgeoning damage and fall prone.
Doesn't push them away, it just pushes them down.
I think it just like knocks them over.
Well, that's
So they're knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet. And I would go for the 15 feet.
Okay. Strength DC of 13.
That's for an object, isn't it?
Is that what it said?
Stop objectifying the vampires.
Instead of a creature, you can target an object that isn't being worn or carried, and the object weighs no more than 200 pounds. The object is either knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away from you.
Okay, so this just falling prone for... Okay, so prone then.
Okay. And then
Make the save.
It is save of strength.
Yep.
DC 13.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a failure.
Alright, so it takes 1d4 bludgeoning, so...
So you are doing so, you will push them off of you just enough to remove the grappled effect. Pushing her prone. Doing 1 damage, okay. Okay, and that is your bonus action, and now you have a jug in your hand.
Okay, so question: pulling at the decanter, is that an action?
That is how that's supposed to be. Yes.
Okay. Then that's basically all I can do then.
So ran away.
They could technically, but she'd still get an attack at it.
With a disadvantage.
I was grappled at 0 speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, you couldn't. He could not have at that point. He started his turn with 0 speed.
Oh, 'cause
I
he's-
allowed the
okay.
mid-turn for it to go by, but yeah, starting with 0 speed means you have 0 speed for that turn, even if you break free.
So the first one missed, but it bamps back into my hand, so I'm just gonna run up to this other one and plunge the dagger down at her.
Okay, yeah. Hit.
And then I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Mhm.
I think that's both actions and all my movement, I think.
That's correct, yep. Alright, Bijou.
I'm gonna call that one a terrible creature.
Which one?
The one that's attacking Lumo.
Okay. You ugly. Natural 20.
Boo.
No.
Guess I need to come up with better mocks.
Bronwyn could help you out if she was here.
I know I'm an evil creature, and soon you will be too.
I'm gonna cut your fucking tongue out if you don't shut up. That's the vampire, not you, Dad.
Oh, that's a little dark to you.
A Bahamut-esque laser beam smite you.
So what happened to you guys' campaign? Well,
Rocks fell and everyone died.
we all turned into fucking plants again.
I utter some words in Kragan, bit of a glow from my hands, and see if that helps my save. Bitch, fuck, whore. That was some more Kragan. Sorry about that.
Translation. Gosh darn it. Incompetent.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
You can see as she stands up, the ends its turn and running. Okay, so the water's not running. You can see that she is quite apprehensive about the water that rushed over her, but now that the water has steeled, she is, since it was just a burst, she is less concerned as she stands up. And lunges again at you. Come on, come on, come on.
Use those key points to dodge. Parry.
Okay, it did not do the critical damage for...
Did it really need to?
Well, I need to double check to make sure that it doesn't do more than his max hit. Well, I don't think it can. Yeah, so it can. Okay, good. I'm sure it didn't instant die. That was the thing that I was worried about. If it could do enough damage. But it's only really like 3d6, so it's only 66. So it's not, it couldn't, even at max, do enough to insta-kill it. But you see as she leaps onto Lumo, sinks her teeth in, and then she lands kind of like on top of him, pushing him over onto the ground, and she just starts chewing on his neck.
Is she on the ground?
She's kind of standing over him a little,
Okay.
in a way. She's not like prone, but she's still like her feet are on the ground, but she's bent over, almost like downward
Because he's
dog.
real short.
Yeah. Well, he's on
Yeah.
the ground, like he's down.
Yeah. Okay.
But she's bent over, kind of downward dog, chewing on his neck.
Oh, that just made my life difficult. Occupying same square.
She faints by trying to claw at you one way to lure you into the bite. Raise your shield just in time to kind of push her back and off as she lunges towards your neck.
All right.
I gotta look some up. Fuck, that's worthless. Seeing how many sorcery points to open up a second level spell, and I only have 2. That's not enough. Do I? This is worthless too. It's all worthless. Cast a first level spell. Can't use Tides of Chaos because it doesn't miss, so. No,
Wait.
I didn't want to kill Lumo.
1 second. Okay, fine.
Which one is
I mean,
Move his death save.
Right.
That's 4. Number 4 is the one underneath him. Number 6, the one in front of Steen, is the one that's weak.
Yeah, but 4 is eating that guy's throat. And that guy's been
Well,
helpful.
that's true. Yes. I mean, that is a problem. Problematic.
Magic missile. Only thing I can do. Two sorcerer points, so I can cast a cantrip.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Trollerson. There we go. See? Got a balance.
Well, no, I don't have any more to do anything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Are you going away from her?
Yeah, I didn't have much choice now. She's occupying like half the same space.
Okay. Yep. I'll do the swipe at you here in a second.
She's mine.
And the other one missed.
Get over here.
10 feet closer to you. There you go. Yeah. You're a vampire. Yep. So that's your spell.
She take damage? Okay, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
lagging, so.
And then you can still make another step forward and attack.
Oh, yep, yep.
I got you. No death save. 1 success. Let's start.
I run up to Luma and pull out a healing potion off my belt
Uh-huh.
and try and feed it to him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yep, bringing him back just barely.
And then gonna step on the other side of this one and shank it.
Okay. Yeah, you are. Shank it good.
Whoa, oh, critical! I forgot. Oh god, that's a lot of dice.
They weren't even great dice.
I know.
But they didn't have to be. That's still 31.
I just thought I did something wrong at first.
Lets forth. This is the younger one. Lets forth the scream as she just got kind of pulled backwards towards Steen as he attacked her from the front. Or attacked her from the back as she was still facing towards Luma when he pulled her back towards her. You just kind of step right up to her, stick your dagger right into her throat, and then tear it out. Start like blood just starts spurting out. She falls over.
So Bijou's like, yes, because we got one down. And she looks up and she says, Bez Tamush to the other one. Takes damage?
That is correct.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised.
They happen to have a pretty decent. They have a +6 on their deck save, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Do me the favor of telling my fool husband.
I'm gonna shank his
worthless.
asshole.
Card,
He's
that's
in
not
on
very
it here
Paragon.
Hey, husband, his wife was a shitty fighter.
The Archduke is not her husband.
The apothecary.
The apothecary is her husband.
I don't remember the oh God, Jesus, apothecary. Can't say that for some reason.
Short version is that Izzy went to talk to the apothecary because she recognized the sign or whatever from the vision at the Magisters. So she went to talk to him to ask him about the Archduke, and he basically growled and said, "Tell him I did exactly as he asked. Please don't hurt my family."
Oh. That one.
Yeah.
The one that was selling Izzy's mom the fake potion the day after potion. Fake day after potion.
Hmm.
Plan B.
I remember that part. So I have to make sure I was clicking first.
All right. Oh shit! No.
These vampires do yoga.
No, the first
pretty
one
good at that
didn't.
shit.
I guess she was just too focused on Lumo's face.
She was doing yoga. She was doing downward dog. Wasn't looking at you.
All right, getting.
Lumo, do you have the irresistible urge to suck blood?
Quite resistible.
Roll a concentration check, Car.
Okay.
Because you're still concentrating on the detect good and evil. She did hit you once.
Yeah.
Constitution save with advantage.
Yeah, I forgot the advantage. I'm not too super worried about it. I guess unless I'm sensing 10 more coming. In that case, I don't think there's anything I can do anyway.
Of course.
Specifically, though, Lumo does not ring neither good nor evil.
Did he ring good before?
No.
Okay.
Just to clarify.
Well, Lumo was pretty good. Just, you know.
True neutral, as it turns out. All about balance.
Okay, well I missed with my thing, so that was anticlimactic.
There's a lot of that going around.
Anticlimactic.
Anti-chlamydia.
So just as you toss your dagger at her, she puts her hands up, to try to stop. The dagger is flipping through the air like she's trying to deflect arrows, like you've seen Lumo do. And she gets off one last statement. Now the moon has risen. The door shall not open. Just as the dagger, takes her right into the hand and just pushes it, pushes her hand right into her head with the dagger still pushing hard, piercing her hand up against her head and then driving deep into her skull. Dying.
Are you at initiative?
And there is, there is the dagger from the other room that I put in the parcel. There is not anything in this room but tattered rags. It looks as though this is where they were sleeping before they were turned. And now that they've been turned, of course, they do whatever bidding, but they have no possessions here.
No. I was gonna look under the bed.
Well, now when we go back, we'll still be going left because we're coming from the other way. So let's go.
You beat a maze. You always go one direction.
Totally vote for nap time.
Where? On the desecrated ground?
I don't think
It's
there
not
is going
gonna
to be any
happen,
nap
so-
time.
Well, let's carry on.
There's a place with stairs, doors, and beds.
Hey, is your Discord broken? Remember where you said that 20 minutes ago?
No, I've had problems with that because my
Okay,
Discord's been cutting out in and out for like the last hour.
Wait. What do we have for healing potions?
I have one. One of each, actually.
You have a greater left?
I do.
Karkot has 2 normals. Karth still probably has most of his. Yeah.
Okay, so one more time, I'm going to ask for everyone with any proficiency in religion to again roll a religion check. Verify something you heard.
I heard nothing.
Well, you heard it, you just don't know things. But Kara does know things, and so at least one of you knows things. You heard the vampire spawn say that the damn peel will be born. Soon, and that will fulfill the prophecy. So, Car, you know that a damn peel is a very powerful being. It is a half vampire that is essentially it comes with most of the benefits of being a vampire, but without its drawbacks of sunlight sensitivity. I mean, think Blade in this kind of sense, the Daywalker. But in another manner, blessed through evil divinity. So it's like a vampire or Daywalker meets anti-paladin or something along those lines. You know that they're a very highly feared thing. That in general has not existed for a long time. And if you were to kind of put a little 2 and 2 together, that long time maybe since the time of the Badlands, before the Badlands were the Badlands. Maybe right around that time, in fact. There has not been one to roam the world. It's always been a fear for every major religion to prevent them from coming back.
Could you type that out, please? The name, not everything you said, just the name.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Because I keep hearing some guy named Dan. I'm sure it's a spelling thing. Oh no, that's fancy looking. Do I know anything about ceremonial electrum daggers used to kill them? Just coincidentally.
No, that ceremonial dagger was what was killing the demon.
Oh.
But no, there hasn't been one born for a very, very long time. And what do we know? What do we know? Let's pull our info right now.
I think okay. Speak half Meta and half Car, but is he no good way to say it, but there's possible that your mom is birthing a great evil that the world hasn't seen since possibly before the Sundering or whatever that was called.
Sundering sounds pretty good to me.
It's half vampire, half mortal. It's bad fucking news, and with what we know about your mother, it could be between her and Archduke. And we are about beat down, and I don't really have a reason to doubt the vampires about the shit being sealed until the sun comes up or until the thing's born or until whatever happens is supposed to happen. So do we I don't know what else to do but to carry on.
So we will expedite a little bit on the carry on part. You go up further along the path, you see that leads into another big set of iron doors, similar to the ones that are the entryway. They are sealed shut. They are depicted with demons like the first one are, but this one shows Asmodeus hoarding over legions of demons and undead. Like the depiction is this massive, huge wave of all of these things are marching across what looks to be the big, like in the background, the landscape, you see what looks to be a giant spire similar to the Wizard's Tower in Rodrin, as they are the imagery that has been stamped into this giant middle door is of these legions rampaging and destroying the armies protecting the city and tower.
Karth looks at everyone. I have these potions. I try not to get hit. We're in this together, right? So whoever needs them the most, take them.
Izzy's gonna put most of her potions in there too.
Everybody.
Yeah.
You're like doing a pile of everything goes into the pile and then just divvy it out. What I'll probably do is I'll probably consolidate that so that we only have one type if we're going to do that.
Yeah. We should all make sure we have at least one in case somebody goes down. Anybody will be able to bring them back.
Karth is left with a greater and a normal.
I have one of each.
Karkota, on the other hand, has no greater. And 2 normals on him.
I have one of each. Wait a sec. Oh, there's another type of. Okay, screw this. I'm gonna use another one.
There might be 2 types of potions that exist out there.
Yeah, I have 2 types in my inventory. So yeah, I mean, just get rid of that. Down the hatch. Okay, it's the shitty one. Okay.
It's the shitty one. Yeah. Shitty one. Okay, so I mean, we just use some potions, but ultimately, here's the. So you go up to the door. It is thick steel, impenetrable, depicting this massively horrible scene. The door will not open until sunrise.
So is this the door that wouldn't open, or were both doors not open? I mean, I guess we'd have to check. But she made it seem like we were trapped down here.
It is actually only this one.
So we can go back up and have a long rest.
That is correct. We could do that. It would have just so it was right at sunset when they distracted you, and then as they distracted you, if you'd have gone right, you would have heard. You might have made it just in time to see the doors closing, with some of the scene on the inside. But going left, the doors closed without you being there to see.
So let's go rest and divvy out these potions.
Do I have enough time? I think I had a spell slot left to make one thing of holy water.
Oh yeah, that's totally fine. Remove 25 gold pieces. I won't worry about the specific component.
I picked up lots of silver.
Yeah, assuming we 25 gold worth of silver, it would be totally fine.
I give
I'll just shave some off my fancy silverware price, I guess.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
I give the holy water to Lumo. And I just say to him, Lumo, you are the you're one of the most agile, quickest people I know. So it may be up to you on this one if this is the thing that really matters. I do not know.
Are we going off the property? If the door's not opening until sunrise, I guess we might as well, right? Or are you thinking just staying upstairs so we're not seen going on and off out into the street and back?
I think we
Well,
should stay in the building.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with that.
Like just
So-
where it's not unconsecrated. What is it?
Yeah.
Desecrated.
Desecrated, thank you.
And that will be that. So that's why we're expediting is. So prepare yourselves for what you will. If there's spells you want to think about preparing for next week, if there's some time, any other extra special preparations you have, effectively 10 hours till sunrise. Once you make it upstairs and begin your rest and all that kind of stuff. So 8 hours will be for rest. You have 2 total hours, not towards your rest, to do whatever you want to do in 2 hours. So Carr's going to use the first one of his 2 hours to make a holy water, but y'all are welcome to make other decisions or whatever along that way.
I'm going to use an hour to summon a familiar.
Yeah, and so we'll stop it right there, and then we're off next week, and then the week after that, it's either the normal rotation go back to Bob's, or we can finish here. That's all up to whatever we want to do at that point. But right now, we made it, at least to here.
Dre, can you see the note I made about potential feats? Or possible feats?
I haven't looked at no.